In today's video, I'm going to share with you 5 homeschooling myths. When we decide to homeschool our kids, we hear so much from so many different people. People who have never even homeschooled their kids before, who don't know anything about it, and who probably would never do it themselves. So let's get right into it. Number 1, you really have to be a teacher to homeschool your kids. This is not true. Okay, you do not have to be a teacher. There is tons of online resources. There are online classes you can take. You can simply just go to the library with your kids, pick out some books and read. You do not have to be a teacher yourself. Are you willing to learn with your kids? Then you can teach your kids. Myth number 2, you must be an organized person to homeschool your kids. You've got to be organized. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I am far from an organized person. I work hard to do things in, order and make sure that I'm taking care of all the things that I need to take care of, but I am not what you would call an organized person, okay? I do make the lists, but I wouldn't call myself an organized, plan book, get everything where it needs to be type of mom. So you can absolutely homeschool your kids if you are not what society would call an organized person in general. Myth number 3, you won't be able to have a job or make any money. All you'll be doing is homeschooling your kids. Again, not true. There are tons and tons of homeschooling parents that have at-home jobs, remote jobs. I myself am a realtor and I have a very successful real estate business, and I have been homeschooling my kids for 8 years. So it won't be the same as what it looks like. You may end up with less alone time, but you can homeschool your kids and you can have a job and make money. That is definitely not a problem. Number 4, your kids are going to be weird and unsocialized. This one is so absolutely far from the truth that I kind of have a hard time with it when I hear people say it. First of all, I'll say that homeschooling kids are so socialized with all different age group people. So then when they're interacting with other children, they show empathy and emotions, and they can relate and understand children's feelings, and then at the same time they can talk to a 70-year-old person and have a great enjoyable conversation with that person. And I'll also tell you, our kids are so socialized. Like, I find myself having to say no, because if I didn't, we'd be at birthday parties every weekend, we'd be at events every single day. The homeschooling community offers so much to our kids that they are not going to miss out on anything. And if your kids like sports, they can go to the public school system and play sports. If they like music, same thing, go into the schools and play music, or get together with the YMCAs or the other homeschooling groups or any other place. There's so much to do outside of school. I do not ever want you to feel like your kids will not be socialized. And the last myth that I'm going to share with you is that you need a homeschooling classroom in your house. You absolutely do not need an extra room in your house. I come from New York, so our homes up there were bigger. We had lots of room. I probably would have had a homeschooling room, but in Florida, our homes are smaller, and we don't have basements and we don't have attics, so I don't have an extra room for my kids to do schoolwork. We do schoolwork everywhere. Okay, we go to the library, we go to the coffee shop, we do it in the living room, we do it in the kitchen, we do it wherever we want. They do it in the shed. I'm filming this video in the shed right now, our little remodeled shed, and they can do schoolwork out here if they want. You don't have to have a classroom. So there you have it. Those are 5 of the hundreds of myths that you're going to hear about with homeschooling. You don't have to be a teacher. You don't have to be an organized person. You don't have to, never work or make money again in your life because you have kids. And your kids aren't going to be weird, and you don't need a classroom. So there you go. I hope that helps, guys. And if I can ever do anything for you in the future, put a comment below. Email me, Kylie1021@yahoo.com. I am here to help. I just want you to have a happy homeschooling life. All right. Best homeschool curriculum is the one that you do. Talk to you soon, guys. Bye.